My guest is a newly published children's book author from Hamden. Her book, entitled Here with You, is for children about the journey of grief and the love that carries on after a loved one has passed. My guest is author Kelly Kaminskis. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, darling book. Why did you write this in the first place? What happened?
So I lost my mother when I was pregnant with my son, and about 14 months later, his father passed away. So I really wanted to come up with a resource, not only just for him, but for other children to understand the journey of grief and all the emotions that come along with it.
All right, so you're dealing with grief in your own right. Now you're a mother and you have a child. Was he asking you questions?
As he got older, yes, and especially once he started school, you know, it was different for him because, well, why don't I have a dad? And why people are asking me, why don't I have a dad? So it was really hard to navigate those questions, and there's not any books about that.
I was just going to ask you that. When you went in search of something to help you help your son, you didn't find anything?
No, I didn't.
So you filled the void?
Yes.
And wrote
I
it yourself?
Yes.
How did you find the words?
It just kind of came to me one night. I was laying in bed with him when he was probably 2 or 3, and I just started jotting it down in my phone, in my note section, and it just flowed out of me, and it just came into what it is.
Your son is now 9. What has he said to you about this book? Is he old enough to know that it's helpful? And I know it's your son illustrated here.
Yes. Yeah, he thinks it's amazing. He's so excited. He wants to be a writer himself now, too. But he was really involved in the process of doing the illustrations and picking the scenes and really, you know, I read it to him so many times, and he would tell me what he didn't like and what he liked. So I really had the kid's perspective on what worked.
So how do you plan to get this book out there? Because I feel it's so important. There are children all over our state who are dealing with grief.
Yes.
So what do you think? Will you go to schools? How are you going to?
Yes, I'd love to talk at schools. I have a couple things planned. I'm working with a couple organizations, Tri-Circle out of Meriden and Coalition for a Better Wallingford. They're substance abuse prevention programs. So a lot of kids suffer losses from, you know, fentanyl overdoses, and that's really kind of my focus right now, is to work with companies and organizations like that.
Do you hope to be a spokesperson? Because it sounds like, hearing you, that you could well be that.
I would love to be. I mean, this has really driven me into so many directions, but I would love to just be an advocate for, you know, substance abuse prevention and even domestic violence.
As an adult dealing with so much loss, how did you find help?
Therapy was #1 for me. I have a great support system. I have a great family, and just taking it one day at a time and learning to give myself grace.
And advice that you would give others who may be dealing with it right now?
Don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel bad asking for help. There's people out there who do want to help you, and don't ever feel like you're a burden to somebody because of your grief.
And after you finish this book, final question, was it cathartic for you?
Oh, 100%, yes. Absolutely.
Kelly, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
This is such a great little book, and I think it should be in all the schools. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing what you've done.
Thank you so much.
You bet. And if you'd like to know more on the children's book, Here with You, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.